Hello Quizheads, welcome to Takeaway Trivia, episode number 176. I'm Leon, your quizmaster from Hereford, UK, and this is your pub quiz in a podcast. I've just got back from Worcester Comic Con, hurrah! Finally, it's the first Comic Con I've been to since the pandemic, and although it was small scale, it was wonderful to be in a massive room full of geeks selling awesome stuff. There were Daleks, the Batmobile was there, and I spent far too much money on Star Trek comm badges. But anyway, hope your week is going well. Thank you for those of you that have reached out to take away trivia this week, including Lynn Wilson. Hello. Lynn says, just messaging you to say how much my husband and I love your quiz. We discovered it while driving from Croatia to Scotland on our first European road trip in our camper van. We listened to 16 episodes over 3 days. Would love a shout out on your next show if possible. That's Lynn and Gary. Hello to the both of you. Hope you had a fantastic road trip. That is quite a trek, isn't it? Croatia to Scotland, but I bet you saw some stunning scenery. Hope it all went well. And thank you for listening. Lee Allen says, my workmate Rob and I have gone through the back catalogue of Takeaway Trivia, regularly battling it out. Just wondering if you could give him a shout out as he's moved on and up in the world. Best of luck, Rob, on your new chapter. Rob, good luck. Lee, thank you for getting in touch. Luke McGreevy from County Down in Ireland says, I've recently introduced Takeaway Trivia to my Brazilian girlfriend, Fernanda, while we were road tripping around Ireland. It made our journeys much more interesting. Could you please wish her a happy birthday? She'll be listening back home in Brazil when she hears this. Thank you very much. Long distance relationship, blimey. Luke and Fernanda, hello. Thank you for listening. I hope that was an awesome trip around Ireland, and happy birthday, Fernanda. Have a good one. Also getting in touch is Tom Williams, who says, I discovered your quizzes this January when I started a new job and had to travel around the UK for training. I must have easily clocked up around 30 hours worth going through the back catalogue and new episodes as they were released. They make the journeys so much more bearable. Thank you, Tom. That's very kind of you to say. I then influenced my partner Amanda, who started listening when we had days off heading somewhere in the car together. I won't dare tell the nation who's better though. Tom, come on, be a gentleman, admit it. Amanda is absolutely thrashing you, isn't she? It's her 34th birthday coming up soon. I'd love a special mention if possible. Amanda, happy birthday. Tom, thank you for getting in touch. And, good luck for next week's quiz. I'm sure you'll defeat Amanda one day. It's been a while. Fire up the jingle.
Correction section.
The correction section. Hello to James, who's written in to say, we were listening to your quiz 2 weeks ago when the answers to the final fling didn't come out. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. It has been fixed. All answers now present and correct if you go back and re-listen to it. We were interested in the Latin motto of a Premier League team and searched every team, but none of them were strength in battle, as you said in your question. You then said it was Man City, but we believe their motto is pride in battle. That's from James Close, Sea Dog, and the Teapot. Yes, I've looked into this, and Superbia in Prolio translates as pride in battle. Well done. Thank you for that. Right, let's delve into this week's Takeaway Trivia. Coming up, the final fling. We will be playing a round of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're also going around the world again with another geography round. But first, let's start with general knowledge. Good luck. Round 1 then, it's mixed bag, potluck trivia, it's general knowledge. Here we go. Number 1, which romantic musical did Ryan Gosling star in 2016? Number 1, which romantic musical did Ryan Gosling star in 2016? Number 2, of which country was Cleopatra the Queen? So number 2, of which country was Cleopatra the Queen? Number 3, Yardley Smith is the voice of which famous cartoon character? Question 3, Yardley Smith is the voice of which famous cartoon character? Number 4, which former Formula 1 world champion has also played golf in the Australian Open? Number 4, which former Formula 1 world champion has also played golf in the Australian Open? Number 5, in a standard pack of playing cards, what do the queens hold in their hands? Number 5, in a standard pack of playing cards, what do the queens hold in their hands? Question 6. In which sport is a piece of wood exactly 17 foot long used? So question number 6. In which sport would a piece of wood that measures exactly 17 foot long be used? Number 7. What would you be buying if you went into Hamleys in London? Number 7. What would you be buying if you went into Hamleys in London? Question 8. Joseph Cyril Bamford yellow is the paint colour applied to all machines made by which company? Number 8. Joseph Cyril Bamford yellow is the paint colour applied to all machines made by which country? Question 9. In which year did Eurostar begin its service? Number 9. In which year did Eurostar begin its service? And number 10. Cider is made from which fruit? Question 10. Cider is made from which fruit? That's it. That's your 10 questions for starters on Takeaway Trivia this week. I'll have the answers to that round after round number 2, which is after this break. Time to move on to round number 2, and we're going around the world again. It's another 10 questions all about geography. Question number 1. What is the capital of Bulgaria? Number 1. What is the capital of Bulgaria? Not Great Uncle Bulgaria, that was a womble. And number 2. Which river flows through Glasgow? Question number 2. Which river flows through Glasgow? Number 3. On which Spanish island would you find the holiday resort of Magaluf? Question 3. On which Spanish island would you find the holiday resort of Magaluf? Number 4. Which sea does the River Jordan flow into? Question number 4. Which sea does the River Jordan flow into? Number 5. What is the currency of India? Number 5. What is the currency of India? Number 6. In which city would you find La Sagrada Familia? So question number 6. In which city would you find La Sagrada Familia? Incredible building. Number 7. In which US state would you find Harvard University? Question number 7. In which US state would you find Harvard University? Number 8. Astana, that's Astana, is the capital of which country? So number 8, Astana is the capital of which country? Number 9, which is the only country through which both the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass? Question number 9, which is the only country through which both the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass? Number 10, in which country would you find the world's longest road tunnel? Question number 10, in which country would you find the world's longest road tunnel? I've seen pictures of it on the internet. It's like lit up. It looks beautiful to drive through. Okay, there are your 10 questions, all about geography. Hopefully that's got you travelling mentally at the very least. Let's take a look at your general knowledge answers. Number 1, which romantic musical did Ryan Gosling star in 2016? La La Land. Number 2, of which country was Cleopatra the Queen? Egypt, Number 3, Yardley Smith is the voice of which famous cartoon character? Lisa Simpson. Number 4, which former Formula 1 world champion has also played golf in the Australian Open? Nigel Mansell. Number 5, in a standard pack of playing cards, what do the queens hold in their hands? Flowers. Number 6, in which sport is a piece of wood that is exactly 17 feet long used? That'd be a long bat, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm rubbish at sport, but I might manage to hit something with a bat that long. But no, it's not a bat, it is the caber, and it's tossing the caber. Number 7, what would you be buying if you went into Hamleys in London? It's toys. Number 8, Joseph Cyril Bamford Yellow is the paint colour applied to all machines made by which company? JCB. I love JCB purely because I'm a bit of a roller coaster nerd and I love going to Alton Towers, and you know you're almost there when you drive past the huge JCB factory on the way in. At number 9, in which year did Eurostar begin its service? That is in 1994. Number 10, cider is made from which fruit? Apples. Now, some people will say, well, hang on a minute. Hang on. You can get pear cider. You can, but it generally, pear cider is known as perry, not cider. And I know this because I'm from Hereford, which is the home of Bulmers and Westerns, so cider runs through my veins. Actually, you know, you can adopt a panda and like a dolphin or whatever at a zoo and things like that. My friends, for my one birthday, they adopted me a cider tree at Weston's Orchards. So if you've ever drunk a pint of Stowford Press, I like to think I'm like 0.0001% responsible for that glass of cider. So there you go. All right, general knowledge done, and the answers to your Around the World round are on the way after round 3. And we continue on to round number 3. In this round, question number 1 is worth 5 points. Question 2 is for 4 points. 3 is worth 3 points. Question 4 is for 2 points. And question 5 is worth just 1 point. That's why I call it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And question number 1, name 5 women that are named in the song Mambo number 5, a hit from 1999 by Lou Vega. Number 1, name 5 women named in the song Mambo number 5. Obviously, this question is worth 5 points, so please feel free to pause the podcast while you come up with some of those answers. Number 2, who are the 4 members of the band McFly? Question 2, who are the 4 members of the band McFly? Number 3, what are the 3 colours on the German flag? Question 3, what are the 3 colours on the German flag? Number 4, including all masts, antenna, flagpoles, etc., what are New York City's 2 tallest buildings? So question number 4, including all masts, antenna and flagpoles, what are New York City's 2 tallest buildings? And number 5, false or true, it is illegal to handle a salmon in suspicious circumstances here in the UK. Is that true or false? So number 5, false or true, it's illegal to handle a salmon in suspicious circumstances in the UK. That's your 5 questions on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at the answers to your Around the World questions. Number 1, what is the capital of Bulgaria? Sofia. Number 2, which river flows through Glasgow? That's the River Clyde. Number 3, on which Spanish island would you find the holiday resort of Magaluf, Mallorca? Number 4, which sea does the River Jordan flow into? The Dead Sea. 5, what is the currency of India? Indian rupee. Number 6, in which city would you find La Sagrada Familia? That is Barcelona. 7, in which US state would you find Harvard University? Massachusetts. Number 8, Astana is the capital city of which country? Kazakhstan. Number 9, which is the only country through which both the equator and the Tropic of Capricorn pass? That's Brazil. And number 10, in which country would you find the world's longest road tunnel? Norway. The Lado Tunnel is 24.51 kilometres long. Wow. There you go, that's your 10 questions on around the world. Have you had enough time to complete 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Because here come the answers. Number 1, name 5 women named in the song Mambo. Number 5, you could have had Angela, Erica, Jessica, Mary, Monica, Pamela, Rita, Sandra and Tina. Number 2, who are the 4 members of McFly? Harry Judd, Tom Fletcher, Doogie Pointer and Danny Jones. It's up to you whether or not you want the surnames in those answers for the point. Number 3, what are the 3 colours on a German flag? Black, red and yellow, or I'll accept gold as well. Number 4, including all masts, antenna and flagpoles, etc. What are New York's 2 tallest buildings? Well, One World Trade Center, known as the Freedom Tower, and Central Park Tower, also known as Nordstrom Tower, at 1,550 feet. It's got the highest roof height of any building outside of Asia and surpasses the Willis Tower in Chicago by 100 feet. That's 30 meters. So that's as of July 2023. I know there's a lot of construction in New York, isn't there, on super slim skyscrapers, particularly along Billionaires Row near Central Park. And in just a few years since I visited New York, like, the buildings have sprung up. I think Empire State Building was still the second tallest when I went. But there you go, Freedom Tower, Central Park Tower. At number 5, false or true, it's illegal to handle a salmon in suspicious circumstances in the UK. According to the Salmon Act of 1986, that is true. Now I want to know the details behind that fact, because something must have happened for there to be a law about handling fish suspiciously. What happened? That's what I want to know. There we go. There's your answers to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hope you've done well. And let's get ready for the final fling. Oh, it's that time already. The last round of this week's takeaway trivia. It's gone too quick. All right then. This round, 15 questions of general knowledge. Let's go. Question number 1. Pilsner beer takes its name from a city in which country? Number 1. Pilsner beer takes its name from a city in which country? Number 2. What release by Coldplay was the second biggest selling album of 2016? Number 2. Which release by Coldplay was the second biggest selling album of 2016? Number 3. In which English county would you find Portland Bill? Number 3. In which English county would you find Portland Bill? Number 4. Which country's flag holds the world record of being the oldest continuously used national flag? Number 4. Which country's flag holds the world record of being the oldest continuously used national flag? This is according to the Guinness Book of Records. Number 5. What was the last year that could be written upside down and appear the same as the right way up? There's one to think about. I can hear you hitting pause now to scribble your ears down and have a go. So number 5. What was the last year that could be written upside down and appear the same as the right way up? Number 6. Which book of the Bible doesn't mention God? Number 6. Which book of the Bible doesn't mention God? Number 7. What is rupophobia the fear of? Number 7. What is rupophobia the fear of? I will spell that for you. R-U-P-O and then phobia. Rupophobia. Number 8. In which European country in 1967 were traffic laws switched so that cars would drive on the right side of the road instead of the left side of the road? That must have been mad, because that surely happened literally at midnight one night and they just switched. That must have been so confusing for the drivers. So number 8, which European country in 1967 switched its traffic laws such that cars would drive on the right side of the road instead of the left? Number 9, the Society of Friends are now better known as what? Number 9, the Society of Friends are now better known as what? Question 10. Stag Party was the original name for which magazine? Number 10. Stag Party was the original name for which magazine? Number 11. In what year did Marilyn Monroe die? Question 11. In what year did Marilyn Monroe die? Number 12. How many times did Queen Elizabeth I marry? Number 12. How many times did Queen Elizabeth I marry? Question 13. Which war is the first for there to be photographic records? So number 13. Which war is the first for there to be photographic records? Number 14. Which actress links the film Ghostbusters to Alien? Question 14. Which actress links the films Ghostbusters and Alien? And finally, this week, on which island was the dodo found? Question number 15. On which island was the dodo found? Isn't it awful that we let this bird go to extinction? This incredible looking bird. I've seen one in the National History Museum in London. They've got preserved one, is it taxidermy they call it, isn't it? And it's just an incredible looking creature. But what island was it originally found? There you go, there's your 15 questions on the final fling. If you need a bit more time, just hit that pause button. But here come the answers. Okay then, here come the answers to your final fling. Hope you've done well. Number 1, Pilsner beer takes its name from a city in which country? The Czech Republic. Number 2, what release by Coldplay was the second biggest selling album of 2016? That was A Head Full of Dreams. And the rumours are they're going to be headlining at Glastonbury next year, potentially. I'd look forward to that. It's almost 10 years since they last did it. Sounds good. Number 3, in which English county would you find Portland Bill? Dorset. Number 5, which country's flag holds the world record of being the oldest continuously used national flag? That's Denmark, and I'll tell you more about that in the Tat Fact at the end of the podcast. Number 5, what was the last year that could be written upside down and appear the same as the right way up? This is a tricky one. The answer is 1961. If you turn it upside down, it's still 1961. The next time that's going to happen, unfortunately, it's unlikely we will see it. It's going to happen in the year 6009. Number 6, which book of the Bible doesn't mention God? It's the book Esther. Apparently Songs of Solomon in some translations also doesn't mention God. Number 7, what is rupophobia? The fear of? That is the fear of rubbish or dirt. Number 8, which European country in 1967 switched its traffic laws so that cars would drive on the right side of the road instead of the left side of the road? That was Sweden. But surely the cars were designed to be on a specific side of the road. I don't know. Cars baffle me. And number 9, the Society of Friends are now better known as what? Quakers. Is that where Quaker oats come from? I guess so. Number 10, Stag Party was the original name for which magazine? That was Playboy. Number 11, in which year did Marilyn Monroe die? 1962. 1962. Number 12, how many times did Queen Elizabeth I marry? She never married. She never did. Number 13, which war was the first for there to be a photographic record? The Crimean War. Number 14, which actress links the films Ghostbusters and Alien? Sigourney Weaver, of course. And number 15, on which island was the dodo found? Mauritius. There you go. That is all your answers for this edition of Takeaway Trivia. I hope it's been a good score for you this week. Hope you've done well. If not, don't worry. There's another Takeaway Trivia coming your way next Monday. Be sure to follow us and get it for free wherever you get your podcast from. Or, of course, you can check us out at YouTube as well. We're on youtube.com/@takeawaytrivia. But there is about a week delay. I allow podcasts to get the exclusive, as it were. Right, that's it from me this week. I'm going to leave you with one final TAT fact. And we're going to go back to that fact that Denmark holds the record of being the oldest continuously used national flag. Did you know that the current design of a white Scandinavian cross on a red background was adopted way back in 1625, and its square shape was adopted in 1748? In Denmark, the flag is known as the Dannebrog, or Danish cloth. There you go. Have a great week, have a safe week, and we will quiz again soon. Take care. Hope you enjoyed playing this week's Takeaway Trivia. Don't forget, we're now available wherever you get your podcasts. So please subscribe, rate and review to help this podcast grow. Also, if there's anything you'd like to be tested on, any subjects you'd like to hear in the quiz, please get in touch. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/takeawaytrivia or on Twitter at BarWars. Speak to you soon. The intro music is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod, available from incomputech.filmmusic.io, licensed by creativecommons.org.